On tonight's season finale, two celebrity chefs will square off in the greatest culinary battle of all time.
Judges, thank you so much for being with us today. Duff, you were a massive inspiration for me.
There's just one catch.
You cut out there how much cocoa?
Half a cup.
Half a cup?
They won't be the ones in the kitchen.
Oh no!
What is happening?
The mind of a chef,
You don't even need me. What am I doing here?
partnered with the hands of an idiot.
Welcome to the kitchen, bro!
The Michelin star pastry chef.
Only connected by a payphone?
Oh my God, oh no.
How does a cake work? Oh, ouch!
Just so you know, this is my dinner. I came here hungry.
Me too!
That's never happened on this show.
This is evil.
Wow!
Phoning it in starts right now. Welcome to Phoning It In. Today's theme is fire. The rules are simple. While the chefs on the phone have prepared their recipes, the chefs in the kitchen are not allowed to know what they're making. Let's meet our contestants. Johnny Cakes is not only one of the best cake designers on TikTok. After last episode, he's now a one-time baking competition champion.
Winning the finale would mean a lot because it would mean that I actually kind of did okay in this competition.
But today he'll be phoning in his instructions and recipe to this guy.
My name is Madej, and I can't cook. I have no lust for sweets. I've probably baked under 10 times in my life. I don't even like watching Great British Bake Off. I find that stressful. I'm not really gonna have fun today. I'm not here to win. Keith asked me to do this, and I told him, well, I don't enjoy cooking or baking. And he said, that's perfect.
Maybe you'll learn to like it.
I don't think I will.
Monique Chan is one of the brightest lights of the baking world. She trained in Paris and after working in the French Laundry, moved to Hong Kong, where her pastries earned 2 Michelin stars in a record-breaking 7 months.
I would qualify myself as expert skillable. I am hyper competitive if I think I have a chance.
But today, she'll be phoning in her instructions and recipe to an idiot.
My name is Keith, and while I think I'm a good cook, everyone else here seems to disagree. If baking were cool, you could put tomato soup in a cookie.
It kind of tastes awful.
I think I'm too good to be on this show. However, I have not won a lot.
To begin, each team will have enough quarters for 30 minutes on the phone. And their time starts right now.
Hello, hello, who am I speaking with?
Hello, Johnny, you're speaking with Shane.
Hi, Keith.
Hey. You and I, we don't know each other. We just get to start with a blank slate.
Yeah, it's fun. It's like talking to a telemarketer who's gonna help me bake something.
I'm gonna try to sell you shit throughout the show.
Do you have about 1 kilo of milk chocolate?
Okay, you want milk and chocolate.
Milk chocolate, not milk and chocolate. To really reinforce this fire theme, we are going to make a flaming skull, and it's going to be gilded, so it's nice and shiny and gold, with a chili chocolate cake underneath. It will have things like cinnamon, cayenne pepper, and gochujang, which is the same chili that's in kimchi. It's based loosely off of this bonbon that I made at the French Laundry, and it can be very fragile if it's not done correctly.
Looks like Shane's also got a bunch of chocolate.
Shane's got a bunch of chocolate?
Yeah, he's got.
You're sure you're on the right station, right?
Yeah, no, I'm looking at him. He's holding even more chocolate than me right now.
There might be a smaller one with dark chocolate.
We've got dark chocolate and candy melts, Johnny.
I'm nervous. The anonymous judges, okay, this might be a little inside baseball on the call sheet. They didn't even tell me who the judges were today. So my guess is that you've got Buddy or Duff coming. If somebody big like that is coming today, we gotta step our game up. Today we are making a giant golden chocolate skull that we are gonna light up in flames. And once we burn the skull, it will reveal a beautiful flourless cake underneath. From a technical perspective, this is definitely my most ambitious recipe yet, simply because there's so many elements, and one of the elements is quite dangerous. Find a microwave safe bowl, a pretty big bowl. How big is the big?
It's bigger than like a baby's head. It's like, it would fit in the microwave.
Yeah, a baby's head famously does fit in a microwave, so I think you're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the chocolate wafers into the bowl.
And you can crank up the heat just to begin with.
Oh yeah, it's cranked up.
Okay, just make sure you don't burn.
Now Keith's already over here melting some chocolate.
Okay, is he doing it over a double boiler?
He's putting it on the black hot square. The black hot square with the pot.
We're gonna do a different strategy. Do you see a mold in a really funny shape?
Okay, I see one that looks like a skull.
That's it, grab it.
Okay, so while that is heating, do you have a silicone mold?
Do I have a silicone mold? A skull? Yeah, there's a skull.
Yeah, perfect.
And Shane also has a.
We've got, look at this, they're happy guys.
He's got skulls too. It's like a skull football.
I don't know if this is hot intel for you, but Keith also has one of these skull molds.
Wait, are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Keith is using a skull mold?
Why would I be kidding? He's got a skull mold.
And is that intentional?
I don't know what's intentional here. I showed up and I'm talking to you and I'm having a great time, but I don't know what's going on with the skull molds.
Hey Monique, are you using a skull mold?
Are you using a skull mold?
Mother.
Are we making the same thing? Same thing?
Apparently we're both making the same thing.
Is yours gonna be gold?
Is yours?
Something going on with the skull molds.
That's never happened on this show.
Oh my God, we're making the same thing. Is he tempering chocolate? Oh no, are we using candy melts and he's tempering chocolate? Oh no, oh no.
Johnny, stop saying oh no. What are you doing?
Oh, we're like the kindergarten version.
Johnny? Johnny? Johnny?
Oh, this is evil, you guys are good.
Johnny's just saying oh no, oh no, oh no in my ear.
Oh God, okay, I think their chocolates might taste better. Okay, hang on, let me think, game time decision here.
Let's mix it up, let's get crazy.
I think we are making identical things, and theirs is gonna be milk chocolate, and ours is gonna be dark chocolate. I think we need to up the dark chocolate and reduce the candy melts, because candy melts are like easier to use. Candy melts would be like a little more like foolproof for you, but you know what you're doing.
Hey, I mean, I melted some chocolate before, you know? I left a Hershey's or two out in the sun in my day.
Dark chocolate will taste better, and it will mold just fine.
You know what? I think you're making a good call here because I tried one of the candy melts. It was a bit sweet, and I hate sweets.
Candy melts are waxy, they're
disgusting.
gross, and they're doing milk chocolate. We can win with dark chocolate.
And milk chocolate is like too much milk chocolate. That's gross as hell.
Yeah, I agree.
With Pauper's chocolate, wouldn't you say? Pauper's chocolate.
Yes, yes. We are not little peasants. We are rich and fancy.
Yeah, so cut it so that you have a bottom half and a top half.
And I got my skulls.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, the chocolate is pretty much all melted and it's at 44 degrees.
Perfect. Take it off your boiler and then into your skull mold, pour in 200 grams of chocolate. Lift up your mold and like swirl it around to coat the inside.
Oh, the rolling technique is fun. It feels like, you ever play that old game Labyrinth? With the marble?
So just clean off any of that excess.
Yeah, no, I have one of those things you like scoop your pie or stuff out with, you know?
Like a pie server?
It looks like a finger got flattened under a car or something.
I can't say I've seen a flattened finger.
Yeah, I know, I'm right.
Yeah, Keith has, I believe, filled both of his molds. He's up to no good over there.
That's fine. It's totally fine.
And then you're going to stick that in the freezer.
Man, I'm doing a really good job of this.
Okay, let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
No, I can feel confident. It's okay. It's okay to be proud of ourselves.
Now, Keith has entirely left the kitchen, Johnny. I don't know what he's up to or what he's doing over there.
What do they say? Comparison is the thief of joy. We are not going to even think about... Oh, hello? Oh, that's too bad that my phone hung up because I was saying some beautiful shit. Here's the important thing. It's very easy to scorch chocolate and make it unworkable.
Well, look, Johnny, nobody wants scorched chocolate. I can't imagine that tastes very good.
Right, we're gonna put it in the microwave on a low setting. So we're gonna reduce the microwave by 50%. And are you seeing some melting happening?
Oh, Johnny, this chocolate is looking so good. Good chocolate, Johnny.
In the next 2 or 3 stages of this, it's gonna become a liquid. When you put your spatula in and then pull it out of the bowl, does chocolate really just run off the spatula?
It's like a long, nice, like drool.
Great, love it. Drool's great. I want you to pour into the one side a bunch of chocolate.
Now Keith, when he did this, he did cut it in half.
I would not cut my molds. But if a Michelin star pastry chef cuts her molds.
You know what, I gotta tell you, Johnny, they hand out those Michelin stars.
Oh, really?
I've been to some places.
Do you have like an offset spatula or a bench scraper?
Yeah, we've got the sort of the ones that look like a pickle, the pickle scraper. Like a long...
I don't know what a pickle scraper is.
You know, your classic pickle scraper.
Can you go peek in the freezer and look at Keith's?
It looks pretty sloppy if I'm being honest.
Great, so maybe he didn't use a pickle scraper, and maybe we will.
We use a pickle scraper.
I have a feeling we're gonna be cut off soon, so I'm just gonna rattle off the next few things. Check back on the skull in the freezer.
Ooh, it's so cold to touch this. Oh, ouch, it hurts.
You're just gonna do that sort of reinforcement. Take another 100 grams of chocolate, and you're gonna paint around the sides.
It's not as beautifully like smooth as it used to be, you know?
It's okay if you go over the edges, because we're gonna scrape it with a pickle scraper.
Let me pickle scrape it.
Pickle scrape it, pickle scrape it.
Pickle scraper?
Pop this in the freezer, and we just want it to set just enough. So really, we're gonna put it in the freezer for probably like a minute.
If you don't want to so called, please hang up and try again.
Johnny? Johnny, are you there? Okay. No Johnny.
With their initial round of quarters gone, now each chef will have to compete in the ancient art of cup and ball.
Well, this will be exciting. Okay, wait.
My Johnny's gone.
Yeah, my Monique is gone.
What are they up to?
They have to like play this ball and cup game to earn more quarters. I don't even know if Monique knew she had to do that. You have chocolate right on your lip and your neck.
Yeah.
Let's see over here. Oh, that's just a mole.
Oh yeah,
They look just like the chocolate.
Eastern European
I got a bunch of
heritage.
moles.
I'm a moley guy, but I get them checked out, and you should.
Now they'll spin the wheel of mayhem to determine how many quarters the fates allow.
How's it going?
It's really good. I'm so curious to see what you do inside of this skull. Hello?
Johnny!
Hey, sorry, what happened? Where are you?
My stuff is in the freezer.
Great. Why don't you go look at it in the freezer and give it a check? See if you can touch it without it coming off onto your finger.
Yeah? Okay, it feels pretty solid.
Great, pull it.
So once both of them are brushed and back in the freezer, you're gonna let them set for at least 10 minutes. And in a pot, you're gonna put a stick of butter. Heat the butter up really hot, and then you're gonna pour it into your dark chocolate. You're gonna whisk all of that together. Scale in like 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, please.
Well, so I'm not really scaling it in, am I?
Are we arguing semantics? So do you have 3 eggs?
I have 3 eggs.
Crack them into the bowl of a mixer, and you're gonna whisk 10 minutes.
Man, I'm really trying to be good at this one-handed crack on the show, but I can't do it.
I feel like your hands are very big. That should be no problem. Should not be a problem for you.
Everyone seems to think it's about the size of the hands. I think it's about the size of the hand holder.
The size of the what?
Hands holder. Like you, the holder of the hands.
So take it out of the freezer and we're gonna repeat the same process. We're gonna add another coat of chocolate.
Okay. Oh, so this is gonna give it a little stability.
We want stability, but we don't want it to be thick. We have to work so carefully with these because they can easily crack.
We're so far ahead of them.
I don't want you to get too complacent because
Oh, I am
I
complacent.
feel like a disaster is impending.
And then pickle scrape it again,
And then the pickle scrape, yes.
I can't believe they did all this already. I feel like they might be cutting corners.
It looks like they're doing a rush job over there. And this is what I'm saying about these Michelin stars.
Can you check on your skull mold? That is like the most crucial part.
Yeah, they look matte and they're firm. I'm like touching it all over the place and nothing's coming on my fingers.
Okay, now you're going to carefully flip onto your parchment. Then you'll place it flat on your work surface.
Okay, it's on that and I'm holding it like I'm palming a basketball.
I want you to just watch Keith.
Okay, Johnny, here he goes. Johnny, he's doing it.
It's not really released as well as I wish it was.
Are you right-handed?
Is he wearing gloves?
No.
We want to wear gloves.
It can't be. Spank yourself.
Wait, hold on, I can't really hear you.
She's gone.
Did you release the edges? Hello, Keith.
Hey, we do this. She left. She can't. I can't imagine I'm supposed to just slam it down.
No, oh my God, okay, wait.
It comes inside out.
You got it out.
Oh, Keith, you
Keith, that
devil.
looks so good.
You little devil boy.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you.
I peeled it. I peeled it over my hand.
Yeah, perfect.
Wow, this is f***ing dope as shit. Look at this.
Great, so we're gonna move on to the second part, okay?
Okay.
So we're gonna mix a cup of the chocolate chip into the butter. All right, we need to microwave that. We need to melt down the butter and the chocolate chips a little bit.
Oh, that's gonna be tasty. Maybe I like baking.
I'm glad we figured this out early. I know you can do it. Measure out 3/4 a cup of sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I really wanna give this a punchy espresso flavor. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of espresso powder. Take the butter, chocolate, and this mixture, and gently combine.
Spatching it as I lightly spatch.
Yes. Add a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Add 3 eggs now.
Okay, I got the eggs in the bowl. No shells.
We're gonna add a 1/2 cup of Dutch processed cocoa.
1/2 cup?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're doing great. And then we're gonna fill an 8-inch pan, dust it with a coat of flour.
The pan is buttered and dusted.
Yeah, pour it in and put it in the oven. We gotta get this baking.
So good. Now this is just sitting in the middle of the pan like a big old dog turd. Should it be spreading out?
And this is a round pan you're in?
A round pan?
It's a, what kind of pan is it?
It's a big baking sheet.
Oh my God, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I thought I said an 8-inch round pan.
I simply didn't hear that.
It's like fluffy, right? And it's like double in volume.
Yeah, it's way bigger in volume.
It looks like silly string.
Yeah, it's like a booger. It's like boogers.
Do your buggers look like silly string? Separately from the eggs, you're going to scale 63 grams of sugar. Into another bowl, scale 50 grams of flour. Add a teaspoon of cinnamon, a teaspoon of gochugaru. The last thing you're gonna add is a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Pour the chocolate and butter mixture into your eggs and sugar. Dump your flour and spice mixture on top. And then divide that batter into your 3 rings as evenly as possible. Make sure every centimeter is sprayed with nonstick spray.
Insides too?
Actually, only the inside.
You said every little bit of it.
You grease the inside, right? Really liberally, because if you don't, they are gonna stick.
It is so liberal that it's almost too liberal. It's like when they don't believe in vaccines again. Liberal.
It's like when they don't believe in what?
Vaccines again. You know how like
That's true.
you go too far left, suddenly they have a lot of conservative values. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mold time. Get those latex gloves on. So we're gonna have to act quick here. Did he cut his down the middle?
Yes. Yeah.
That's smart. That's why you go to pastry school.
We're going to carefully brush with gold powder.
Wow! Holy shit! Wow!
Flip the back on the silpat and pull it off gingerly.
Gingerly? Wait, does gingerly mean fast or?
Just softly. Just don't yank it off.
I feel like I'm doing like highlight and contour makeup right now. Like, look at the way it brings out the cheekbones. Such pirate vibes on this.
No breaks, but there is like a little blemish on the back.
It's fine. We all have our blemishes.
We've all got holes in our heads. It's very strange to have my palm on a skull.
I have a feeling I'm running out of time, so just let me know how that goes.
Okay, you have 1 minute till you lose your contestants.
I only have 1 minute left with you total. I'm gonna walk you through so much shit right now, okay?
Okay. So I'm just going to repeat what we discussed earlier.
Take that sheet tray and pop it in an oven for like a hot second. Warm enough to melt chocolate so that you can glue the 2 pieces together, and you really have 1 chance to glue them together. You're gonna heat up a round metal cutter. We're making it so that something can go up and into the skull. Does that make sense?
Because then I'll put it on there and it'll warm it up and cut a little hole out. Oh, that's hot. Ow! Oh, okay, there we go. Beautiful.
That same size cutter, you're gonna cut chunks of the cake out, and you're gonna stack those on top of each other so that inside the skull there's a cake.
Love that.
So once your cake is done, you're gonna take it out, you're gonna let it cool, you're gonna unmold it, let it cool completely for at least 20 minutes. You're gonna stick one of those cakes into the bottom half. Paint some melted chocolate around the edge of the skull, and you're gonna connect the top half to the bottom half, like you're enclosing the cake inside. You know what I mean?
Is this cake going in the skull?
Yes.
Interesting.
You're gonna use the makeup brush with the gold luster dust straight on to make it gold, And if you want, you can make a chocolate sauce with equal parts. Equal parts. Oh no.
Equal parts. Okay. All right.
Well, he doesn't know. I mean.
How's therapy going, John?
So there's no flavor of heat in my recipe.
you
I
ran
was
out of
so
time.
excited to tell him all about that part.
He's gone? He's gone?
I told him you can make a sauce. I meant ganache, but I couldn't find the words. Equal parts.
Chocolate. Equal parts. Equal parts. Probably chocolate and butter, right? That's good.
Equal parts. He is so f***ed, man.
With the chefs out of quarters, Shane and Keith will finish the last hour alone.
I knew what she wanted to tell me, and we didn't get it out in time. So I just know that one cake goes in, but I don't know what the other cakes do. I'm not totally in the dark, but I feel like I could use a few more lights.
It's nice to hold a skull.
That one's close. Those are close. I'm gonna give it 4.5 more minutes.
Well, you know, maybe if I give this whole thing a texture, a nice patina, like a real skull, you know?
She said I would have to hold it. My hands are hot. I feel like I can feel the skull melting in my warm palms. I also gotta get that cake out. Really didn't think this one through. This one's on me. Hope it stays.
This is Imagineer quality.
Let's take out the cakes, let them cool for 10 minutes. They're so well greased, but again, if we all remember, I greased them on the outside too. So it's really hard to grab them. Oh. They're so slippery.
Oh, wow. I'm good at this.
Oh wow, your skull looks good.
Well,
And
yeah.
your skull doesn't have like a broken jaw like mine.
What do you mean?
Look, come over here. Look it straight down.
Oh, that's a little funky.
Yeah. I think this is even gonna fit this head because of the shape. Oh my God, there is actually an issue here. The mold got unperfect and it doesn't really fit.
They're not lining up very well.
No, at all. Like, look at the top.
Maybe it was good that I didn't cut mine until after the freezer.
Yeah, I think because we cut it, it made it work.
I was jealous of you guys because you cut it first, but then...
No, I think you did the right thing.
Unknown thing. What was the likelihood that you guys both made this?
It's like a trendy thing.
I'll tell you what mine is. It's based on the Chica at the Venetian.
Yeah.
Chica restaurant. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. I'm using a different recipe.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Did you think you were so original?
I mean, I thought it was gonna be at least different from one other person.
We're gonna make more skull and put it all together. Put this in the freezer. I'm just hoping it just becomes another piece of skull.
He said something about making something equal parts. What's in a buttercream? I'm gonna try and make a buttercream. I don't know what that means.
He literally has no idea what to put inside of this thing.
Put some of this in there, sure. Wait, sometimes there's salt in frosting? I'm just gonna mix this up, and if it's good, then I'll put it on the cake. And Bob's your uncle.
This one feels the fanciest. She just said put one in. I got an idea. Because I put that skull so off center, I'm gonna cover the rest of the ground with dirt, shred some of these chips down to be smaller.
Could that possibly be you?
I hope not.
Well, I hope it's not me. It sounds like a food processor
That sounds
or
like a
blender.
blender. It sounds like something with blades.
Are we able to listen but not talk?
My cake smells like shit. If it's burnt, it, you know, okay, I'm gonna see how many I can get out of this.
Okay, I hope I can get some of this to work. Like, it's a bridge. It might go on the outer layer. So hopefully this will make the forehead better. Is better? I don't know. I mean, he's a pirate. He was shot in the brain with a cannonball.
I'm doing a cake.
Okay, 12 minutes.
That's not good.
That is a greasy frosting.
Tell the judges to like pour the fire on it immediately.
Rock and roll, man. Let's just toss this on here. I'll do 4. I don't know if that's too tall.
5 minutes.
Oh, good.
I hope Keith's doing okay.
If something's wrong, Keith is screaming.
Was that Keith?
Is he just f***ing with us?
This is the thing that happens on Bake Off. They're chugging along and then they're like, "Oop, time to play."
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
I feel good. Could I have done more? Yeah. But
Could you have done less?
no.
Welcome to the judging. Today's criteria is taste, presentation, and execution. Let's meet our secret judges.
Right. I am hungry. Hungry.
No.
High five.
Hi.
Five.
Very nice to meet you.
Right.
Hi there. Welcome.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm Duff. I own a bakery in Baltimore, and I do a lot of eating and judging also of dishes that people make. Some of them are from professionals, some of them are from 10-year-olds. So I kind of run the gamut, you know what I mean? So like, my mouth is a finely tuned instrument.
You're here on the perfect day. Let me just say that.
My name is Stephen Lim. I am a professional food eater. I have a show over at the old feed called Worth It. And then I also do some food content over at my channel at Watcher, where I'll cook in the kitchen, but also go and travel and eat too.
Cool cakes, by the way.
Hey,
I've seen them. I've seen them.
Yeah, thank you.
You too, man. I was looking at all your food, man. It's beautiful.
Yes, I'm really pulling on my years of experience in this field to present this to you today. So when I think of fire, for some reason my mind goes to flaming skulls. And from what, yes, and I read that flaming skulls have a lot of symbolism behind them, mostly meaning power, bravery, strength of will, especially in the face of adversity. And considering that this is one of the scariest things I've ever done, I thought it was very fitting. So today I have for you a gilded skull that we are going to set on fire with flambe, and it's going to melt, hopefully, into a chocolate cake, which is flavored with chili and cinnamon to really reinforce the fire theme and to ignite your palate, hopefully in a pleasant, kind of gently sizzling way.
Whoa!
Can we spin it?
Wait,
Can we? Okay.
that's a skull!
Holy moly.
Okay.
It's a golden skull that looks like maybe he was in a car accident. a little
bit of the nose was taken out.
Yeah.
The eyes, yeah.
He's a little Gumby, right? He's got a little, like he's a little this way, but I think it's really incredible.
His little hair still.
He's got a little hair. I would have gone with that and put more hair, because right now are your eyes just totally drawn to this. So Monique, what happened here? Like, did it break apart? Were you trying to, like, what's going on with that chunk?
I believe that it may have broken, but next time I will definitely work on the toupee.
You know, we have a lot of stuff going around it. What's happening here with the other elements of the dish?
Yes, I believe there has been some graham cracker chocolate because the skull itself was not enough chocolate, and the cakes were just feeling a little too light. I needed more of that density of flavor.
It's actually, like, I think it's pretty clean. A piece of chocolate this large with that few amount of blemishes, I think is very impressive.
I mean, personally, I actually don't care how the dish looks. I really care more about how it tastes. So you wanna dig in?
I have one question, though.
Yes.
The reveal was supposed to be like you pour and then it melts and the cake's inside the skull. Is there something in here? Is there something else?
I would hold your breath.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Yes. So let's see if this one, okay, hold on to your eyebrows.
Boy, here we go. Come on. Oh, it's like Indiana Jones.
Wow.
That is the first time I've ever seen that in person. That was amazing. Thank you.
Flashback.
There's another cake
That's
in
what I
there.
was looking for. Okay.
That's so good.
This is how I want to eat it. Like that.
Oh, you got the teeth.
Yes, yeah. Here's some more there if you want.
I'm good.
You sure?
So are we just going for it? Let's go for it. Let's see. Let's see.
Okay, it's relatively moist. That's not bad. That's not, I kind of like it.
I really like it. I think it's delicious. You know what it kind of reminds me of? Café de Oye. Mexican coffee, a little bit of cinnamon in it. But yeah, I like the heat.
A good balance of bitterness and sweetness. But then the second bite got worse, and the third bite was even worse.
The second bite was a lot spicier than the first bite.
Yes, I agree. I wanted it to be really moist, really wet, and it wasn't. Not that I didn't like it.
I think I'm right there with you. There's a lubrication element that's missing here. You know what I mean? Like there's a sauce, a goo.
Yes.
I think the pool of alcohol and liquid chocolate was intended for that, but just maybe a plating issue where it didn't end up on the cake as much.
I feel like desserts, usually you want them to get better as you eat them, but it just got worse, unfortunately.
Man, this guy, right? Who asked him to be?
It's funny. You were like, okay, so the chocolate was supposed to mix with the liquor and that was gonna be this, and I was just like, don't give me that bullshit. But then I got a big old Horkin sporkful and got some cake and I ate it and it was wonderful.
Better.
Right? It's better.
Yeah, better.
Yeah.
You know what? I was eating it the wrong way.
It's very cooked inside. More cooked than intended.
Nice flavor.
All things considered, I'm actually pretty impressed.
Yeah, I think I need some water.
It definitely needed this stuff. That made a huge difference. I am sorry I doubted you.
Yeah, that's totally your fault. It's just.
In all seriousness, this was in the oven, I'd say, for 4 minutes too long.
Judges, thank you so much for being with us today. Duff, you were a massive inspiration for me to get into the cake industry, and I hope after today you don't run me right out of it. I had a premonition early today. You may be here. And I said, well, what can I make that resembles the feeling I'm feeling of wanting to set myself on fire, thinking about being judged by you? So I went for, I don't know, a chocolate skull that you set on fire.
You did not.
Unfortunately, I did. And I'm going to be presenting that to you as well.
Okay.
In fact, you're gonna see a lot of similarities. It is eerily close.
Did you use the same mold?
Well, Amazon had one on sale, I guess. They say great minds think alike. One of us is a Michelin star pastry chef. One of us is a failed actor who pivoted later in life to cake decorating. So we'll see who wins this battle.
It's like a twin.
Yeah, I'm impressed by this one.
I really like the skull because it makes a statement. It's the only thing I'm looking at.
My first reaction, and I apologize for this.
Yep.
I have 2 dogs.
Yep.
And most of my life I pick up their poop. And this is the same exact shape, consistency, texture as their poop. Not to degrade.
How lucky
this.
your dog shits gold. Mine just shits shit, but
I think it's that. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about this guy right here.
Yeah,
This guy
just
back
that
here.
little guy on the bottom.
right. That's a
color.
fair point.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so a couple things here. One, your skull's super clean.
The finish on this skull looks way better. The color, the the artistry.
You got a great seam here. You barely can tell where it is. The imperfections that you have, that's what you would find on a real skull.
Yeah.
If you found this, you dug it up, there's always little cracks and little imperfections, things like, we got, there's stuff going on there.
Totally.
Mine has a ton of cracks in it.
It does it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've had like 9 concussions.
Cooking?
Football, hockey, snowboarding, just.
A life well lived, it sounds like.
Yeah,
All right, so I've chosen some Evan Williams 1783.
What is bourbon?
I guess.
Yeah, bourbon and chocolate.
Okay, here we go.
Ooh, you got some green. Look at the sauce. Look how it looks like. It looks like, when there's sparks.
It's really flowing though.
Yeah, we might need a fire extinguisher.
It looks like gold mercury.
Yeah, doesn't it?
I really hope the skull cracks.
Oh,
there we go. There we go. There we go.
Okay. Oh!
I thought I was going to kill Duff for a second.
No.
So
I'm tough. You know what's nice is actually
still going. Okay.
Oh, it's still going. It's still going.
It's
Still going. Oh yeah.
Ooh, this side's good too. Look at his face melt off. Look at that face. It melts.
That's good. That's impressive.
The teeth, shiny.
The teeth are shiny.
Very impressive melt. So I think, both you guys really nailed the fire theme. Really kind of got it. I'm amazed you both did.
It's funny if only one of us nailed the theme. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I was f***ed up. I value you, I respect you, and I just made a very nasty, sarcastic comment. And that was screwed up.
It's okay.
No, I can't believe.
I'm tough.
You talk to your idols like that? No. This is real life. Believe it or not.
Not a simulation.
I love it. It's like a brownie. It's like a
It's
brownie.
a brownie. It's not a cake.
Well, it's like a flour chocolate cake. They're
Yeah.
very brownie-esque.
Did I say cake? I meant brownie.
It's got brownie energy. Okay. It's got BBE.
I'm trying to imagine myself eating this at a restaurant, and I feel like I would actually be very satisfied.
Really moist. It's really chocolatey. It's really good.
I like the touch too on the bottom of it. I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh.
It's crusted in gold at the bottom. What was the thinking behind that?
Shiny.
Shiny.
Bottom shiny.
Bottom shiny.
Yeah. I like to make sure I take care of my bottoms.
Got it.
And that's gonna land with a very specific subsect of the Try Guys audience.
You got a fan club now, probably.
Super moist.
It's very sweet, which balances the dark chocolate that you use. What were your chocolate chips on the plate for?
Oh, I don't know.
Monique, Johnny, we are very proud of the effort you put together today. It is weird that you had the exact same idea for the fire skull cake. What's that about?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the great minds thing.
Sometimes minds just think alike. Could
Right.
just be good minds think
Medium
alike.
minds.
The winner of the Fire Skull episode of Phoning It In is Johnny. That scared the shit out of me.
Job well done. Job well done.
Wow.
So what put their skull ahead of ours?
God, it's just nonstop comedy.
Thank you.
Monique, your cake was really ambitious. It was really creative, but I think the difference here was just in the execution.
Can I just say something? You know, I've been here every episode of this show, and this show is supposed to be about them competing, and we're here, and somehow I lost this season. Because everything else I did this season was underbaked. And finally I baked it longer, and you know how long I baked it? I looked at it and I said, it needs about 4 more minutes. And you know what you said? I cooked it 4 minutes too long. So the fact that you were that specific about my mistake really drives me home. And I'm not mad at anyone here, I'm mad at me. I'm mad at myself. Because I'm a loser. It's not even my show to lose.
It is very dry, isn't it?
I mean, you heard the knife when you went through.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's solid.
Dry. Would you say it's dry as a bone? Isn't that kind of the vibe? Bone dry? Isn't that like skeleton stuff? Or what?
You've been like chewing on that for like 10 minutes, haven't you? Somebody's saying.